Imagine a man capable of glimpsing the future, guided by a faith so deep that his words changed destinies, saved souls, and prevented tragedies. That man was Padre Pio, a saint whose impact on Christianity and on countless lives around the world remains unparalleled. His prophecies, shrouded in mystery and spoken with remarkable precision, continue to intrigue and inspire to this very day. Now, take a moment to ask yourself, what would you do if you received a warning that could change everything? What would happen if an apparently simple message had the power not only to save your life, but also your very soul? Padre Pio shared messages like these, and his words still resonate as a testament to the divine. Prepare to discover astonishing stories rich in details that defy logic and compel us to reflect on the deep connection between heaven and earth. You are about to immerse yourself in accounts of how Padre Pio foresaw events with astounding precision, from guiding a soul on the brink of eternity to preventing an imminent disaster. These stories are not just tales of faith, they are invitations to explore the mysteries that surround us. But before we continue, ask yourself, are you ready to discover the truth behind these prophecies? The answer could change the way you see the world. Padre Pio, a figure revered for his profound connection with the divine, left a legacy of devotion, miracles, and prophecy. Among his extraordinary gifts was his ability to foresee events, a talent he used sparingly and always for the greater spiritual good. As he neared the end of his earthly journey, he shared 3 profound predictions, each linked to a unique individual. Before delving into one of these remarkable stories, let's take a moment to explore the life of this extraordinary saint and the path that led him to such spiritual heights. Born as Francesco Forgione on May 25, 1887, in a humble village in southern Italy, Padre Pio's life was imbued with faith from the very beginning. His devout Catholic parents instilled in him and his siblings the importance of daily Mass and constant prayer. From a very young age, Francesco was captivated by the rosary he carried as a symbol of his devotion. Later, he described this prayer as a lifeline for the soul, urging all Christians to pray it daily for spiritual renewal. Francesco's path to holiness was clear when he was only 5 years old, as he declared his intention to dedicate his life to God. At 15, he took the first step toward his vocation by joining the Capuchin friars. Years of rigorous spiritual and academic formation culminated in his ordination as a priest, and he was assigned to the remote monastery of San Giovanni Rotondo. It was there that he became known as Padre Pio, a name synonymous with faith and compassion. Throughout his life, Padre Pio exhibited miraculous signs, the most notable of which were the stigmata, wounds resembling those of Christ's crucifixion. These manifestations strengthened the faith of those around him and became a testimony to his deep connection with God. Even after his death, these miracles continued, which earned him sainthood and consolidated his place in the hearts of believers all over the world. One of the most astonishing episodes of Padre Pio's prophetic gifts occurred during a youth congress in San Giovanni Rotondo. These gatherings were popular among devout young Franciscans, as they offered a space to share their faith and connect with others. During one of those events, a woman from Trieste traveled a great distance, drawn by the stories of Padre Pio's wisdom and sanctity. These stories about Padre Pio are truly incredible, aren't they? If you are as captivated as I am by these accounts, and you want more people to know about Padre Pio's legacy, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. Share what inspires you most about these stories. Your participation helps spread these powerful messages to even more people. She confessed to the organizers her reluctance to participate in confessions, fearing that her private sins might not remain confidential. However, she was encouraged to meet Padre Pio, whose presence was said to radiate tranquility and understanding. After the Congress, the woman returned home. Not long after, the leader of the Franciscan youth, Giuffre, received the news that she was gravely ill. A letter arrived describing her serious state of health, a critical problem with her heart. Deeply concerned, Giuffre sought Padre Pio's counsel. When informed of her difficult situation, Padre Pio's response was as direct as it was spiritually profound. He said that she was only seeking healing for her body, while neglecting the salvation of her soul. This simple yet powerful message encapsulates Padre Pio's unwavering focus on spiritual well-being. For him, physical health was secondary to the eternal state of the soul. His prophetic vision often served as a reminder of this divine priority. Padre Pio's ability to foresee events and provide timely warnings was a testament to his deep connection with the divine. The story of the woman from Trieste, whose life ended exactly as Padre Pio predicted, became one of many examples of his extraordinary gifts. A soul guided back to a life of prayer and reflection in her final days, reminding us of how Padre Pio emphasized the importance of spiritual salvation over physical concerns. This was not an isolated event. Another notable case was that of Teresa, a woman torn between two paths in life. Her heart was divided. She had to choose between a family life or dedicating herself to God, alongside her brother, who was studying for the priesthood. When she approached Padre Pio, his response was unequivocal. "Stay with your brother. He will need your help." Though she hesitated at first, Teresa eventually trusted his words. Years later, her brother was ordained a priest, and the two worked together to serve God's people. Padre Pio's vision of their shared destiny not only transformed their lives, but also touched countless people in the communities they served. The story of Luciano, the businessman who narrowly avoided tragedy, highlights another dimension of Padre Pio's divine foresight. When Luciano left San Giovanni Rotondo, Padre Pio's stern warning to travel slowly was more than a passing comment. It was a life-or-death message. By paying attention to these words, Luciano made a cautious decision that ultimately saved him and a small child from disaster. That chilling accident, narrowly averted, reinforced Padre Pio's role as a spiritual guide whose interventions often extended beyond the individual to also protect others. Through these stories, Padre Pio's legacy shines as one of deep compassion, unshakable faith, and miraculous intercession. His life reminds us that the divine often works through human instruments, guiding us toward salvation and protecting us from unseen dangers. Although Padre Pio left this world long ago, his influence endures, inspiring millions of people to deepen their faith and seek spiritual solace through prayer. Even today, believers around the world turn to Padre Pio and pray for his intercession in times of trial. His life and works remain a powerful testimony to the transformative power of faith and to the miracles that occur when one completely surrenders to the divine. May his example continue to guide us all, reminding us of the importance of prayer, trust, and the eternal care of the divine in our lives.